What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. So, brothers, one thing I have noticed in my years of living, men are very used to rejection. I mean, if you try to talk to women your whole entire life, all you get is no's. You get some yeses and you really care about those yeses, but you got to be a real strong person to, especially if a woman likes you and all of a sudden she doesn't talk to you anymore. It's a painful thing to go through, right? Like a lot of guys, it could bother you, but you're used to it. Women have a hard time with dealing with rejection. And the way that we know this is look at how baby mamas act. I don't have kids, but I've seen it, A lot of ladies, after they have been rejected, act a complete fool with their baby daddy. They start doing everything to make the guy's life so miserable. They're doing stuff like, making it hard to see the kid, trying to get all kind of child support, and anything they can do to get back at the guy for the simple fact that he doesn't want them, okay? But now, what are some of the reasons that guys break up with women? Number one, disrespect. Showing no respect to a man, which a lot of ladies are in relationships wanting guys to follow rules and then they don't. And then until guys just get tired of it and they just want you to go away, right? Women don't think that it's gonna come, but it does. And I want to talk about this young lady by the name of Pia Blossom. She talks about getting dumped and then tries to lie about it, okay? Now, I want to play this clip and then we'll come right back.
It's nearly Halloween, so I thought I'd tell you guys about the time that I got dumped over a Halloween costume. This is the Halloween costume in question. If it still fitted, I would wear it tomorrow. Obviously, I was like a dead Playboy bunny, I don't know. And I was wearing just tights. And they're quite dark in that picture, but I was just wearing tights. Which is more obvious in another picture I posted from behind that if I posted on here, would get taken down my TikTok. My very new boyfriend was like angling for an invite on this night out, but I was only going out with two girls who like both weren't bringing partners. So I just kind of ignored his hints because it just would have been weird. But then when I posted that on my Instagram before I was going out, he literally texted me being like, are you actually wearing that like outside? I can see your whole ass. I'm like, I know, it's great. And then he basically told me that he thought it was inappropriate. And I was at my friend's house ready to go at this point. And he's like, could you ask to like borrow some leggings from her or something and wear leggings instead of tights and ruin my costume? No. So he was meant to be picking me up from this night out, which he had insisted on, by the way. Like, I was happy to stay at my friend's house. And he was like, no, I'll come get you. Okay, like, if you like night driving, that's on you. Then, obviously, like, I'm in the club, it's Halloween, everyone's dressed up, and I meet this guy dressed as a giant egg. I was like, I want to be an egg. I spoke to this guy, like, really drunk, and I was like, oh my god, I love your costume, I love that you're an egg. He was like, I love yours, do you want to swap? So I said, hell yeah, I want to swap my costume. So I did. I literally put the egg costume on, like, over the top, and then I took my leotard out from underneath. And I mistakenly was like, my boyfriend will love this, because now I have no bum, no boobs, I'm egg. He sees my Instagram stories, and he like tries to call me a million times. I didn't see it because I just take the Instagram story and put my phone in my bag. And I got to the smoking area with my friends. I look at my phone and I'm like, oh my god, he's called me so many times. So I called him back thinking he like can't give me a lift or something, which would be fine. And I asked the phone, he's like, whose costume is that? I was like, I don't know, I thought you'd like it. Like, you can't see my boobs or my bum anymore. I'm an egg. And he's going psycho. He's like, what man did you sleep with to give you that costume? I did not sleep with the man for the egg costume. It was a very even trade. I hung up, turned my phone off, carried on with my night out with my friends, went home with my friend, never saw him again, and then he told people that we broke up because I slept with someone on a night out. Or because for some reason he had this narrative that I slept with someone for an egg costume.
So guys, you heard that, right? Now, obviously the story at the end doesn't make sense. She said the guy goes out there. She never called the guy again. Ever. Which doesn't make any sense. That will never happen. You have a boyfriend and you never call him again. Ever. Which, that's, in my opinion, that's a complete lie. But the reality is this. I want to play this other clip of a guy giving another guy advice as to why a woman get dumped.
Brother, she sounds extremely, very immature. And clearly you saw something in her that made you think, you know what? You're probably not going to be someone I want to be with, let alone marry. So I'm just going to do what's best for me and decide to just break this shit off. And you keep it real with her and tell her what's what, because you're thinking about yourself. Rightfully so. Sometimes you gotta be selfish. And she gets mad at you for being honest. And instead of being an adult, she goes and makes social media posts about you and tries to get at your friends. This is what I mean when men say women cannot take rejection. Men take rejection far more better than women can. And when a woman tells you that she's a bitch, believe her. No man wants a combative woman that's a bitch and is mean. Trust me, we don't. And I know you don't. Believe me, man, you dodged a bullet.
So guys, that's the actual real truth. Women, when they don't follow the rules, are respect men. Because women want you to respect their rules. Don't look at other women. Don't sleep with other women. Don't dress a certain way. But again, you want the ability to go out there and dress however you want, disrespect men however you want, fine. But you expect that they don't have any other opportunities. That's what women get wrong. Women feel like they can do whatever they want. Not all women, but some. Because you know what? This guy doesn't have any opportunity to deal with anybody else. So because he doesn't, what I'm going to do simply is just test him on it. And the guy is consistently telling you don't do that. We're having, and guys try to really mitigate these things. Men try to explain to women like, hey, I really want to be with you, but I just can't take the disrespect. And what I'm seeing some of the younger women doing is you keep castigating the guy. You keep trying to, disrespect the guy. Clearly you put on somebody's costume. The guy's trying to call you. You're not picking up the phone and all of that. So what man wants to be with a disrespectful woman like that? None. If I call you and you're putting on different things at costumes, which I really believe that she's lying about the entire story. I believe that it was something going on between the two of those people that night. And the reason why he believes that is because he's caught you doing it before. That's what we're leaving out. Okay? Men, when they start accusing women of stuff like cheating or doing something, typically guys have a pretty good idea about it and they have some proof. Women try to play it off like you're just so insecure. Oh, you're just so insecure. Meanwhile, doing the same exact thing you're complaining about. Doing it. And the guy gets tired of it and he sees that there is no hope in dealing with you. He lets you go because there is no hope. Those circumstances are entirely too much. I'm better off not even dealing with you. I'm better off dealing with it by myself. So that's why I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Like, just please go. And a lot of guys say so much, like, if you want to be real, having girlfriends is a big investment. Financially and in your energy. All right? Let me tell you something. Many guys feel like this with most relationships. What you get back is not what you put in. Not saying you don't get anything back. I'm saying the return on investment. What you put in is not what you get out. And typically, what happens is that you're putting in more. When the next guy deals with her, he puts in less or nothing. So you find out you overpaid. And guys would rather deal by themselves, seriously, than be dealing with the bullshit. I'd rather be alone. I'd rather not deal with you at all. I'd rather not. It's better for me not to deal with it. Go over there and do what? Ruin somebody else's life. And guess what? Here's what you find out. You're still just as rich as you've always have been, are going to be. Have as much money as you always would have had. And what do you see for the ladies? Now she mentioned something like she can't fit into that outfit anymore. So which means for him, if he liked ladies that were a little slimmer, then he had her at a time in which she was slimmer, right? So what is he missing? If that was his preference, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be mean, but if that was his preference at the time, and she can't fit into the outfit anymore, what does it tell me? It tells me that a lot of guys are not missing out on anything. They're not. guys are not missing out on anything. Guys are much better off sitting back, not putting up with the bull, letting somebody else put up with the bull, stacking your money, letting somebody else deal with the bull. Point blank, period. You're better off. Completely better off. Completely better off. Can I say it again? Completely better off. I'd rather deal with something else. And you're seeing it's not even worth it. Don't respect me? Go. Find somebody else who will. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again for another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.